and LaGuardia here.
Do you get anxiety, panic attacks of like reminiscing about here, like trying to get out of here, like
No, from COVID,
or just being in a smaller place?
you know, we do have Stockholm syndrome. New Yorkers have Stockholm syndrome. There's no question.
You do.
New Yorker, people who grew up in New York have Stockholm syndrome because it's, you know what Stockholm syndrome is? You're looking at me like you don't know what Stockholm syndrome is.
No, it's where like you want it, you're stuck in the first place, right?
We should be rolling. This is
We're rolling.
No, it is. It's where you're stuck in like you go back a bad situation you still want. Correct?
I just love that you went through your whole life and Stockholm syndrome. Oh, the guy's here. Look at that. All right. Well, we're going to have some pizza. We'll be right back.
Yannis Pappas. Yeah. When you all tucked up in the day been long, and the news online going on and on, what's right and wrong, and it's something up. Now here comes a great kid you know you can trust. From the true who's who, to the news and cameras, to the fake politics and the propaganda. Yeah, this kid's screwed in, got a lot to say. Oh shit, it's about to be a long day. It's a long day. It's a long day.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Long Days with Yannis Pappas. We got Jared Harvin off camera on mic, Jesse Scaturo off camera on mic, on camera looking good. Paul Virzi.
Yeah.
Welcome. We just you do know what Stockholm syndrome is.
I do know what Stockholm syndrome is. Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder, because you know what it made me think of?
You just weren't confident when it came up.
No, what happened was as soon as you said Stockholm syndrome, I'm going, that's a bad situation that you kind of get comfortable in or you want back, but I couldn't say it right. But it made me think of, do you think the women who were locked up in Cleveland for 10 years got that?
Ariel Castro's girls?
Because they did get Mickey D's every day from what I heard. I'm serious. Do you know that?
Yeah, Ariel Castro.
He gave him Mickey D's every day, and I'm wondering if they were like... You know,
they were like, "This is a good situation. I get a free Happy Meal."
Like when
Do
they
you think
smell
they
a chicken
ordered
sandwich, they want to go into a dungeon.
Yeah. Nobody ever talks about that part of their day.
Yeah.
There's a lot of horrible stuff. Okay, yeah. They're being assaulted. Yeah, they're being kidnapped and held against their will. But there also was part of the day that was kind of nice.
You think like when he wasn't there, they were like, "You think he's getting apple pies?"
Yeah. Yeah, there was a part of the day where they looked forward to it, where he went, "All right, girls, I'm going out. What do you guys want?" And they were like, "Give me number 4. I'll take a number 4, large Mountain Dew." And,
I think they got an Ice Age toy in the Happy Meal.
There had to be good parts of the day.
Listen, if you're there for 10 years,
Yeah.
there had to be some laughter and something that got them through mentally. And I'm thinking the Mickey D's, I'm not even joking. That has to be, because everybody gets happy when you eat, right?
Yeah.
Anytime you eat, you're Greek, I'm Greek and Sicilian. Eating is we just had pizza. As soon as we bite it, what did I say?
How good was that pizza? Yeah.
You're wondering if they're in that dungeon and all those horrible things are happening, you got to have something. And I would imagine it would be Mickey D's.
Yeah, and Mickey D's was probably a big part.
Because the day didn't get better than that.
Yeah, no, and there was also probably like a lot of good parts of the day. They probably had they had to have some good times. There was some good times that kid came down there. You know, look, he wasn't the most charming guy. If you're the most charming guy, you don't have to keep somebody held in a basement. But if your audience is people who you are keeping in a basement,
yeah,
and you restrict all other entertainment or guys away,
yeah,
then you start to see it's like office hop. You know when you go into an office and you're like, you start to find people attractive or aren't attractive just because they're in the office. Yeah. So he becomes like office charming to them. He's like captor charming.
You know what that reminds me of when Chris Rock was in that movie, The Longest Yard?
Yeah.
They were in prison.
Yeah.
It was just this big guy. He goes, in 9 months, he's going to look like Beyonce. It's true.
It's Plato's allegory of the cave. You're like you measure what you know. That's all you know. Until you know something different, that's your world. That's your whole world. So yeah, there was probably points where he just came down and he said some funny stuff. They like genuinely laughed.
They had to.
Yeah, I bet you they had like a Monopoly night. Maybe they had like a Monopoly night at Ariel Castro.
Did you let them watch TV? Was there a
I don't remember the details, but I don't know if I think he did let them watch TV. We talked about it. At some point we talked about it, and I think he was, because I remember I made a joke. Do you think it was... I think he let him watch late night, and maybe the joke was like the James Corden show came on, and they were like, "That's what." Oh no, I was saying like he was making them watch late night in order for them to not want to leave because they didn't want to go into a world where that was entertainment.
That's funny.
But you know what's funny is Cleveland is really one of those only towns that could happen, because like you go to Cleveland, like the population's gone, the houses next to each other, some of them are boarded up. So like he probably didn't have any neighbors because his neighbor, like the houses were probably abandoned next to him.
Yeah.
There's nobody in Cleveland.
Cleveland's one of those places where when you're at the comedy club, hilarities, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And the food is amazing. But then you go out and you're like, it's tough. It's a tough 2 days alone.
Yeah. What do you do when you go to Cleveland?
It's a big hotel weekend for me.
Yeah. Now, when you're a family guy, like now I'm a new family guy. You've been a family guy for 13 years.
I started it.
You started it,
all my friends, everybody couldn't believe it. I was with Stacy in my early 20s.
Yeah. So you've been a family guy for a long time.
Yeah.
What a lot of people who aren't family guys, it's very worth it to be a family guy. Not only because it's fulfilling, but it also makes things that you take for granted when you're not a family guy incredible.
Yep.
It enhances your life because it makes those little things incredible.
Huge.
One of those things being when you get a weekend away in a hotel room, you can just lay down in that bed like someone shot you with a dart, like the way they put down an animal.
Well, the thing is, let's get into this, okay? Because here's the thing. Giannis is my neighbor, and one of my favorite things about Giannis is when Giannis goes down and he relaxes. I've never seen somebody look like a murder victim. He was down, his hands were up like this. It was like if the coroner came, like if they said it's the body's in that room, you actually relaxed like that one time. We were watching the UFC where everything went out, your arms went back, and you just stayed down. You're a guy that really likes to be down.
Greeks know how to relax.
Yeah.
Greeks do know how to relax. I think there's something to being like a conquered people. I think people who are conquered or enslaved or indentured servitude, I think that it's sort of in the culture, like when you get your freedom, you're like, I'm gonna be free. I'm not gonna work.
Yeah.
You know, there's something like subconscious, like we just worked against our will for so long, so now I'm gonna fucking chill. So when I get into that position, I don't even think it's conscious.
You have that.
It's like defiant. It's like I got my freedom, I'm gonna use it.
That's why you're a type of kid that'll stroll in 10 minutes late just because. And you're a type of, you like to fire people.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's cleaning lady puts the broom in the wrong place. Her whole staff's out.
Dude, that's not me. That's my wife. Now she's the new cleaning people. She's like, I've had it with these people. They've moved our daughter's curtain. I'm like, why don't you just tell them not to move the curtain?
Yeah.
Like at this point, it's like it's like me with agents. I've gone through all of them. We can't fire these fucking cleaning people. I'm actually on my second lap with agents. I'm back to APA, which I was with. Dude, I have been at every agency.
I've never.
The only one I haven't been is Innovative.
I've never seen anybody with the impatience of you. Like one thing, you're like me with agents. You're like me in a restaurant.
Yeah.
You're just like one thing happens. You're like, I can't. I'm gonna get rid of everybody.
Well, I mean, I made some mistakes early on. Okay, did I fire Matt Frost too quick? Yeah. But I mean, these guys are so fucking sensitive. They hold a grudge. Like, what's the big fucking deal? You guys are leeching 10% off our money, and you're the one who's upset. You don't have to do anything. You don't got to face any audience. You don't got to fail over and over again.
No real flights for you.
I mean, no flights, no work.
Yeah,
no work.
Yeah.
What's the work? You make a phone call. You get a guy who pops off, and then you fucking take 10% of his money, and you know what? All the flight is arranged by your assistant. Your fucking life is great.
Well, here's the thing. Like, you got to find the right... Once you find the right one and they get you in the right rooms and you're making the right money, but I think there are people along the way, on the way up, that you're like, dude, I'm giving this person money. You know? Like, there are some... Listen, you got to make money and eat with some of these guys that are great.
Let's be honest, though. It's not about really the right ones that get you in the right rooms. You want to have a great relationship with one, and you want one who kind of gets the build and helps you and stuff. But you get in the right room. You get yourself in the right rooms.
But apparently you haven't been
now.
in Stitches in Lancaster. I said apparently you haven't been in Stitches in Lancaster.
Yeah, no, this is bad ones.
There are some rooms where you're just like, fuck, I need a better guy.
No, but when you start...
Somebody's got to do a better job than this.
No, there comes a point, though, where you're just... the better rooms want you. So the agent's
Right.
job is easy. They're just going like, it's basically their job is to sell you, and you make it easy to sell. They just look at your social numbers. They look at he's selling tickets, and then you're in
Right.
those rooms. So it's like, I'm just saying, like, what are they sensitive about? There's a few of them that hold a grudge against me, and it's like, what are you sensitive about?
How many, if you had to guess offhand, how many guys have you axed? What's the under?
Well,
is it
your
under
guys
10?
axed me, which was karma for me. But yeah, so Marcus and Andrew axed me. They were like, I don't know if we could really do anything for you. And then Hyenas, that was like when Hyenas was popping off, and Chris's guy was booking it. Doug Edley, who I was with before that, who wouldn't look me in the eye at parties. I mean, these fucking people.
Wait, Frost became a big deal?
Well, yeah, he was a good agent back then too.
Yeah.
It was just like you know what? I was asking too many questions.
Yeah, that's,
It was like we were like a little early on that era, and I was going like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Why do I got to give you off the gross?
But that's also a you thing.
That's a me
I was
thing,
at Giannis's backyard. These poor guys were, putting up a jungle gym.
Yeah.
And the whole time he's going, what do you think? Like 10 feet back? I don't think we made a mistake. There's a branch in the way. Remember what I showed you?
Yeah, one of the funniest things. So I'm so anal about where the jungle gym
Really?
goes because I want my property so beautiful. I don't want it to get cut off in a way.
Yeah.
So I want to find the most efficient place for it to be located, so it doesn't make the property look smaller, and so it's in a good spot. So at the beginning, I was putting it like right up against my neighbor's property because I wanted it off to the side. It was a little close where I wanted it.
Yeah.
And so I was so anal about it that I actually called Paul and was like, will you come over just so I can get another set of eyeballs on this?
Yeah.
I wanted another set of eyeballs on, like if it was going to be perfect.
Yeah. And
So
I said, I'll be right over.
Yeah, he comes over. So when Paul comes over, the guys are doing it, and I'm still deciding.
And they don't really, what are they?
Typical. I mean,
What are they like Ecuador? Like, yeah, they were like one,
I like to call them efficient workers.
Okay.
Is what it is. I tell you what, when it comes to landscaping or any type of work, I'm racist against white people. I just am. I'm racist. I'll be honest. I think I'm racist against everyone except Mexicans, or South American.
Like Latino. Yeah, they're just
Everything,
they're
dude.
just,
Everything. It's just like if someone's, I'm like, yeah, white guys like, they give you, they want to do emails, they want to do this, they want to give you sales tax quotes.
Yeah.
I want to talk to
Yeah.
talk to a guy who goes 3,000, and then you fucking
What time you need?
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
And then it's just fucking done, dude.
Yeah.
So Paul comes over. It's the funniest thing. So the guys are like working. First of all, they're putting together a whole jungle gym.
Yeah. Two of them.
Yeah, this
Two
is how
guys.
the times have changed. Like my grand uncle, my dad could put those things together.
Yeah.
My dad used to have a workshop where he would work, and he was a lawyer, but that was back when dads could do shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at, imagine me and you had to put that jungle gym together.
Oh my God.
We'd still be there today.
Yeah, backwards.
Yeah.
It would be wrong. The slide would be going the wrong way, upside down.
We'd be unfolding directions, going, wait a second. These guys are just hammering it together. Two guys. A big jungle gym.
Yeah.
Hammered. So Paul walks up the steps. These guys are working. First thing, just as a joke, he goes, no, you guys are going to have to move it back there. And both guys were looking at him
their
like,
heads just popped
their
up.
heads popped up.
No, we're going to do something different.
Yeah, we're going to do something different. We want to put it back there. Because they were like, what? Because they were like half done. And he's like, I'm just kidding.
Oh, we were laughing, yeah.
Here's another thing that's funny about Paul. It's I just don't want to repeat anything. I don't remember what we talked about.
Yeah.
But it's funny. Like I'm a big sneakerhead. I've been for years.
We never talked about this.
Yeah. So I'm a huge sneakerhead. Me and Jesse, we did we shot the Sneaker Keeper, and it was based on something I really believe in that I abide by. My sneaker rules is I got 3 levels.
Yeah.
Right? I got my level 1s, my level 2s, and my level 3s.
Yeah.
My level 1s are like sneakers I rarely wear. And those are the ones I check the weather for. I make sure the weather's good. But when I'm knocking around the house, I'm a Croc guy. I got these Adidas type Crocs, and I just slip them on, slip them out. I mean, we're in grass, we're in mud, we live in the country. This kid he's got no knockarounds. He comes around, and not only are they not knockarounds,
they were fresh.
You came with all white Air Force Ones,
Almost out of the box.
yeah, to hang out in the backyard. That's like
Yeah.
something I don't. It's against the law in my life.
Yeah.
That's like against the law.
Yeah, but see, I'm the opposite. I can't see any. You can't see any creases. Like you can't see anything.
Yeah,
if it's
but you're
not.
ruining the sneaker if you're putting it in jeopardy.
You know, yeah, you know the way they say always look your best?
It's like a cop going out with a bulletproof vest.
There's no knockarounds with me. I really don't have knockarounds.
You
I
have
come
no
out fresh
knockarounds.
out of the box. If we're, you know, but
What made you think to put on crisp Air Force Ones to come over to my house for 40 minutes to look at a jungle gym?
I just, you know what it is? I get excited about a fresh pair, and
Yeah.
I rock those for a while.
Yeah.
You know, but I also learned how to walk in that. You got to walk a certain way. You got to hit your heels. You got to go up and down so you don't get the sides. You know, you ever
Virzi
see me
was-
walk on my heels with New Jordans like I shit my pants?
When Virzi was coming up his driveway,
I walk on my heels like I shit my pants. There's video of it. That Bartnick and Burr were laughing. I was in Minnesota walking on my heels across the street like I shit my pants. And people, actually, Bartnick, me and Bartnick was in Alabama. He goes, Virzi, what happened to your leg? I go, nothing. These are brand new sneakers.
when Virzi walks, he looks like a wounded penguin.
Yes. And people want to know. People always say something wrong with your hip or back.
Yeah.
And I go, no, these are fresh out the box. And I can't crease. You know, I can't crease them. You know, Vladimir Kamano and Damian Lemon did a
Two
sketch.
comics, yeah.
They had two comics.
Yeah.
Vladimir Kamano and Damian Lemon. They did a sketch called Don't Crease Them.
Yeah.
And one of them was walking with a walker. Yeah, I have a really hard time putting on dirty kicks.
Yeah, it's just not something you could do.
It's just putting on dirty kicks like when you're about to do something in your day. Plus, I went to help you to look at the jungle gym.
Yeah.
But let's say after that, I want to go to the Bobo's Cafe, get a coffee. I go into town. What am I going to wear?
Yeah.
You know? These white girls, I'll tell you what, though, is a trend that I didn't know what's going on.
Oh, yeah, they're
And that
dirty,
kid,
yeah.
Lev told me, another comic who was at the stand a lot, he said it's like a trending thing with young white women is they like dirty Air Force Ones. It's
Yeah.
part of the thing. That's a sin to me.
That's just
That's a fucking sin to me, dude.
Yeah, no, they wear sneakers like they were just rescued out of Ariel Castro's basement. It looks like that they just threw those on, and
That's part of like their cool thing.
part of the cool thing.
Their sneakers represent the men that they're not allowed to like.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah, no, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. They do the opposite of what someone who loves sneakers.
But I got to
does.
give you credit. You influenced me a lot with the sneakers where you said certain things where you're like, a man can't wear certain sneakers that have plastic and certain things. And another thing, the big one that you said, and you're right.
Wait. What do you mean? Caleb?
Like,
gotta
you know,
explain
if
it.
there's a pair of Jordans.
You're talking about age appropriate, which is what
Yeah.
I used to.
age appropriate
I
Jordans.
think I influenced Angelo Lozada that way too. The late great Angelo Lozada.
Rest his soul, but you're right about that.
Yeah, because I used to make fun of him a lot. Because he got a point, like, what was it? Angelo was, at that time, he was in like his late 40s.
Yeah.
Right? And then I think he passed, he was in his 50s. So there was a couple times I would see him and I would make the joke. I'll go, are those kicks really age appropriate?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did it
You-
bother him?
We would laugh and stuff,
Yeah.
but you know, when someone gets you,
But
it leaves a mark.
Here's the thing. If
Because then you become self-conscious about it. You go, I think he's a little right. I can't be walking around in these kangaroos anymore.
Yeah, and what really got me was I was wearing a new pair of Jordans, and I saw like a high school girl with them on.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, she went to Finish Line too.
Yeah.
She went to Foot Locker too.
Yeah.
And it's like there reaches a point where it's like I can't wear the same sneakers that my 10-year-old daughter or my 13-year-old son's friends have on the same landing in our house when they take them off.
Yeah.
I can't have that. So you do have to like level up as the next level, even if it means more money, which is fine.
Yeah, that's one of my other rules. So the levels go level 1. Those are the ones you wear the rarest. Like I have a pair of Tom Fords I've worn like 3 times. That's it. I got a high level of sneakers that are rarely seen. Then I got the level 2s, which are these, which are like during the day they're pretty clean. And the key to level 2s is to have a lot of them. First of all, you got to have a lot of sneakers to platoon them, so you can platoon them. Because if you have just one, they get dirty too quick.
I would say I have level 2s as well, but I would say that
You
level
came
3s
over in a level 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say for the 90% of the time I wear level 1s. I do have 2s if I'm running out the door and I grab something. I can't throw on a level 3.
Yeah, so level 3s used to be level 2s. They become level 3s because they get to a point where they, like, if my sneakers get dirty, I just throw them into the level 3 category and I can work out with them. Like, I never work out in the sneakers that I wear. That's another law I have. There's a separation between sneakers I wear.
That's a definite.
That's it. People who fucking wear the sneakers that they work out in, they should be shot.
No,
they should be shot dead.
Well, there should be a separate running shoe just for that.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of workout kicks, and then I got the level 2s, and that's another one of my big. So those are the 3 levels: 1, 2, and 3. And then my other big law is the age appropriate. That's what happens. If you
Yeah.
look down and you're starting to feel like the sneaker doesn't match your age, and one of the big rules that you mentioned is no plastic on the sneaker. So even my 4s, I have a pair of I will not wear a pair of Jordan 4s, even though I think they're one of the nicest sneakers of all time because of the plastic mesh and the plastic thing.
What
so
if
I
they're
have one
custom?
pair.
What if they're like a custom?
There you go. You know, I got the Pinnacles. So I have the Jordan 4 Pinnacles.
What are those, black or purple?
They're black.
Okay.
And they got the pony hair and
Yeah.
the
pony hair offsets it a
the
little.
pony the pony hair makes it older.
Yeah.
And then the buckle part that's usually plastic is metal.
Well, I didn't tell you.
I know it's a little insane, but I stick to those rules.
I actually like the
Yeah.
rules. I like the rules.
You know those Pinnacles. You see me wear them.
I won't wear level
They're
3s.
fucking fantastic.
What, the
when I
black-
put those things on, I feel like a superhero.
Yeah. It's funny it does that, doesn't it? Because I
does.
just. But here's the deal. Something's happening to me. Something happened to your friend Paulie. I'm starting to get real classed up with I went to the daddy-daughter dance, right? Yeah. And some of these guys are going with their daughters like they just got off a fucking basketball court. I mean, it's embarrassing. I mean, you're going with your daughter. It's like a prom.
Right.
It's like the prom. This one kid looked like he just got finished like pumping gas as an attendant, and maybe he was at work.
Yeah.
But some of these guys are walking around. You're with your daughter, man. It's your
Yeah.
little girl, right?
Yeah.
So last year I didn't love how I was dressed. I had like dark jeans with shoes. I had a black top, but I was a little, because I see guys with suits. So I told Stacy, I go, this year, just like the fireworks, this year, it's going to be big. So I get on, full on, nice navy blue suit, yellow tie to match the dress.
You went to Banana Republic and got yourself a suit for this?
Yeah, I went to Target has a new section. So I was looking for a nice pair of wingtips. You know, and I wanted a nice pair of blue shoes with the navy suit. So I go into Brooks Brothers, and they had a pair for like $350. They didn't have my size. They told me another store that had similar. So I went in, got it even for cheaper, like $200. But I put these puppies on, and it did something. It did something with the suit.
Yeah.
I mean, the suit's got to be tailored right.
Yeah.
Okay, when we were growing up, you remember those NBA basketball players in the draft?
yeah.
It looked like they were a clown.
Yeah,
it looked like a clown suit. It looked like they were a mascot.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that was the style back then, was like those oversized suits.
Yeah,
like
Jordan would have it
Yeah.
and down past his. But now you get it almost tapered down.
Yeah.
It almost goes tapered down to the ankle with the shoe really showing and the nice jacket. I had the jacket buttoned. But, dude, I looked at these shoes. I kept staring at the shoes. And it was like when I was at your wedding where it hit me.
You were just
where
looking at your outfit a
I was
lot.
just looking at and my daughter goes, "Oh, Daddy, that's a nice outfit. Look at those shoes." And it did something. So it was like I wanted to be in a nice car. I wanted
you
to
go
be in
to
a
sleep?
luxury car immediately. What?
Did you go to sleep in that suit that night?
No, so I went out.
Did you have a hard time taking the suit off?
you're gonna laugh.
Because
You're gonna laugh.
I know when that happens, when you have a nice suit
No,
on
you're
at the
gonna
end of the night, you do a few more looks in the mirror before you take it off.
No, you're gonna laugh. We went to a little after thing with the other dads.
Yeah.
And it went on till like 1 a.m. And they go, "Why's your tie still perfect?" I had my tie perfect. And they were like, "Paul, can you just undo it? Can you loosen it up?"
Yeah.
And I couldn't let it go.
Yeah.
I couldn't let it go because it's just
looked too
something
good.
about it looked too good. I felt good. And you know, that's like a I don't know, that's a rookie move to just all of a sudden off and staying classy the whole night while drinking is a good one. Is a good look.
I always loosen the tie.
Yeah.
I always loosen the tie as the night goes on.
You never stayed James Bond the whole night? You got to stay James Bond the whole night. You stay James Bond the whole night. It does something. It's like a man fucking move, dude.
Bret Ernst, he once said, one of the greatest guys, hilarious
Oh, my
comic.
God. I was just talking to him yesterday. So funny.
He said to me, and it stuck with me. He said to me, he goes, I think it was his grandfather used to say. His grandfather used to say, a man needs to take pride in two things: how he looks, his outfit, and his work. And I was
Yeah.
like, I like that.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the fact that he didn't mention his family at all.
Yeah.
Fucking house is on fire, but he walks out. He's got a nice fucking Armani suit on. He's like, things are good.
He's one of the funniest. I was on the phone. I'm doing a joke about him. He has every time I call Bret Ernst, he's in one of three places. I'm not even joking. He's either on like a date, or he's at a gym.
Yeah.
He's in a gym, always. Paul, I'm at the gym. I'm leaving the gym, always. And then, I swear to God, he called me up. I called him up, and he goes, "Hey, buddy, listen, I'm in a parking lot. I can't go right now. My guy's here. I see headlights." Right? And I swear to God, I go, "What?" He said, he said, "My Cologne dealer's here." I swear to God, I go,
He's a
"What?"
real Italian
I go,
kid.
"What the fuck did you say?" He goes, "Yo, he got this new Aqua de Dio just came out." Dude, he goes, Virzi, I swear to God, 2 squirts. He goes, "It's Aqua de Gio black." He goes, "It's nuts." He goes, "Mike," he goes, I could hook you up. He goes, "I could hook you up with him." I swear to God, I was on FaceTime. I go, Brett, you gotta be kidding me. You got cologne in your car. I go, you kidding me? He goes, I got 6. And he opened this thing up. He started pulling clothes out like we would pull out napkins out of our fucking, I never said anything like it. He's pulling out clothes and shit. He goes, yeah, my guy's here. He goes, I gotta go.
Wait, so he met a cologne guy in the parking lot?
Not drugs, cologne. He went to an open parking lot and he said, my guy's here.
He said, I see headlights, my guy's here.
And I'm going, you don't do drugs. I go, you go with the gym. He goes, no. He goes, I got the new Aqua de Gio on the black market. He said this Aqua de Gio. He goes, 2 squirts, you're getting laid. Dude. I mean, Italian kids can't. Like the fragrance for him is part of the outfit.
Yeah.
The thing about Brett is there's no him going out without a squirt.
Yeah.
And it's like part of it, like the way me and you put a watch on and everything.
Yeah.
But he's got 6 of them in his glove box.
Yeah.
But he said, he goes, my guy's pulling in.
I think we should call him. I want to find out if he walks into the squirt or if he squirts it out.
Call him. Oh shit! I said, you don't do drugs. He goes, no, it's my cologne guy. Oh shit, dude, I'm crying.
Now
dude.
he's Brett. So there's the Aqua de Gio. Is it Giorgio Armani? Is that an expensive cologne? Is that expensive fragrance?
Come on, he's got to answer.
Do you do cologne?
Yeah, but not like that.
Yeah, I don't do cologne. I don't.
I'll say Yannis trying to call you. He might. I know where he is. I'm telling you.
He's probably at the gym.
Yeah, he's at the gym. He's at the gym.
Oh God, that's so funny.
Answer phone.
Funny.
Oh, dude, yeah. When he said that to me, I did a joke. I said, I got a friend who's so Italian, he's got a cologne.
Here we go.
Is that him?
Yeah.
All right.
Brett,
Oh, man.
how you doing? How you doing, cuz?
I'm doing good, cuz.
You're on the podcast. You're on my podcast right now. I'm sitting here with Paul. We just I just finished crying laughing. So he called you. Apparently, he called you one time while you were in the middle of doing something illegal. You were doing some very shady stuff. You were in the middle of a parking lot. You saw your guy, and you were able to score the new Aqua de Gio. Now, my question is, how did you get it so early? Cuz how can I get hooked up with some Aqua de Gio? I mean, where'd you find your guy?
Well, we got the new. Okay, well, it depends on which one you want. I got the new Profumo, which is the black bottle, great night scent. Then there's this one that's great. It's called the Absolute. Abs, like we got Lou.
Yeah.
And this is a nice day scent. It can work.
I love you, Brett.
As well.
Wait a second. Hold on, Brett. You squirt up when you go to the gym?
Yeah, of course. Look, all jokes aside, I'm going to put you both on. You got to send me your address. I'm going to send you this bottle. It's unbelievable.
I love you, Brett.
So do you walk it? Do you spray and walk into it, or do you put it right on the clothes or the neck? I mean, what does a pro do?
Come on. I put it all over, cuz I don't walk into it. What am I, a chick? What am I doing? Anyway, light scent. I want everybody to know I'm coming.
So you're telling me you're the type of guy that if I walk in a room and I don't see you, I can't get eyes on you. There's a good chance I'll know you're there just because I can get a little whiff of you.
Yeah, like I want people to go from the crowd and be like, God, that guy, he was a good comic, but he smelled amazing. I didn't really get the joke, but God.
So
Is that the new Aqua de Gio?
So Brett, you could hear me, right?
Of course, Bird. Yeah, I can hear you.
So would you say the blue bottle or the black bottle is number one?
Well, the blue? What do you mean?
If we're going out at night, if it's a night on the town, if we're gonna go paint the town red, which one we going with?
Yeah, because we're looking at
Well, it depends. Are we going out to dinner or are we going out to like a nightclub?
No, we're going out we're going out nightclubbing, trying to look good, maybe trying to impress, like that.
All right, well, then I break out the crown jewel.
The crowd jewel.
Then I'm going with a little Aventus Creed. How you doing?
Wait, what's that? Which one's that?
Ventus Creed.
Don't worry about that. It's about $500 a bottle. We'll talk about that later. I'll tell you guys.
Holy
Yo,
shit!
he's got cologne that look like tequila bottles.
Yeah, we're bring it up. Look at that thing. Wow.
Can I drink that?
Oh, look at how expensive it is. I mean, you telling me you got a bottle of this? Do you keep it in like a lock safe? I mean, is this for the special occasions? What are we talking about?
Yeah, I keep it at my safety deposit box.
I got a big question you. Now, if you don't know, Brett, he's one of the funniest comics around. Also's got a special out right now, right? Cuz where can they find it?
Same thing, man. Put it on YouTube, bro. We're not the big shots with the Netflix like the
Fuck
Virzi.
out of here.
Yeah, so check out his special on Netflix. He's got another one.
Called Domesticated Animal.
Domesticated.
I put it out. I did it in 2018. I put out Principal's Office, and I think this is the way to go. You know what I mean? Like the self-distribution model.
Absolutely.
Great.
Now
My cousin.
Yo, Brett, real quick though, I was telling Yannis, remember the time we FaceTimed and you pulled out how many bottles out of your glove box do you got?
I got 2.
Oh, you got 2 now. You had a lot more then.
Well, yeah, but I got the 2 that I keep. I use Old DeGio as a air freshener in the car.
No, here's my
People use the Cherry Bomb or whatever. I break out old vintage DeGio.
Because when I get into your car, I probably smells like a Bloomingdale's. No.
Well, you got a nice scent of leather. And I've got DeGio.
So for your special,
Whatever I'm wearing, so everything mixes together nice.
so sometimes you got to consider where you're going to be and what scents are already there to figure out if it's going to be a nice mix.
Yeah, of course. Especially if I'm going to the gym, everything has to coordinate.
Yeah. So there's certain perfumes that work better. If you work up a sweat, there's certain scents that are better with mixed with sweat.
Yeah, they react to your pheromones. I had a good friend of mine. My cousin's he works in a lab, so we did some tests. No, all jokes aside, I really do have a cologne guy. He's the best.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, Virzi told me it was a real story. He didn't tell it like it was a joke. He said he called you. You're like, you were on the phone, and then you were like, all right, listen, I see headlights. He said, I see headlights.
All right, here, hold on. You got 3 guesses to guess the ethnicity of the cologne guy.
I'm gonna say my 3 guesses are Italian, Italian, and Italian.
No, it's not Italian.
No,
You got 2
Albanian?
more.
Albanian?
Close.
Close.
Armenian.
Oh, okay. So we're talking
Armenian.
Oh, you said Armenian.
Armenian?
Close. He was Palestinian. He's Arab.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Great kid. The kid really knows his sense.
Now, how did he get into the game? Are there is that his world? He sells colognes on the black
Well,
market.
once he left his country, and he smelled. Once he left his country, ooh, I can get into this.
The black market is great.
Oh shit, man.
No, I don't. You know what? He never revealed his source. It comes out of New York. I'll tell you that.
You got to pay cash, or does he walk around with a? Can you throw it on the Apple Pay? Can you tap phones? I mean, how do you pay for?
You do cash, bro. Come on,
cash.
you get a better deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Last question. Let me ask you for the special that's on YouTube right now. What did you wear? Why? Was it the last thing you spritzed on before you got on the stage just to give you a little extra boost of confidence because the fragrance was strong if you put it on late? Just take me through the process. What did you do?
For that, honestly, for what I'm wearing when I'm on stage there, it's Gucci Guilty. How you doing?
And what's the thinking behind that?
Huh?
Why'd you choose that one and not the?
It was the scent that I was into for a while. I still had the bottle. I kind of moved on. Look, I got a fucking if I buy one, I got to get the opposite, right?
Right.
So like my eBay Saint Laurent, however the hell you say it, the YVL.
Oh yeah, Saint Laurent. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the.
He's Saint
Looking at it
Laurent.
now, I got the. Because one bottle's dark. That's for night. It's called All Time. ULTIME.
Okay, hold on. I'm writing that down.
And then you got the blue one. It's Cologne Blue, but they spell it fancy. BLEUE, like blue cheese.
Now, when your guy from the PLA comes over, does he and you want to sample the sniffs? Do you sniff off the bottle? Or does he spray a little on his wrist and let you smell?
Yeah, we know what we're doing. It's like you get a little waft, like a chemistry waft, but I pretty much put the order in, and I know when it's coming.
Right. So you basically smell it off the bottle.
Well, I mean, I know what I'm ordering.
Right, because you already got a waft. Now, how can you?
He's like, I've got the new scent for you. And then he tries to sell me on the new scents.
Right, like a novice, somebody who's just like, if I'm getting into the buying cologne game, would you, like, is it novice to sniff off the bottle, or do I got to put it on a piece of skin? I mean, how do I get an accurate measure of what it's going to be like on me? Should I spritz a little on the wrist or right off the bottle head?
First of all, if you're serious about it, you got to pick up a certain type of coffee grind that really removes the scent out of the nostril.
Oh yeah, look at this Chanel Blue. Oh wow. So if you had to pick one that's your favorite to tell the people out there, sort of an everydayer. I'm talking, you don't know what the day's going to bring. You got a little bit of the day planned out, but you also left some open space for anything to happen.
Anything goes.
Yeah, what's an anything goes fragrance?
All right, listen, for real. I'm really gonna hook you guys up. Let me find it. Okay. So to all the listeners out there, go on Amazon, okay? Serious. This is not joking, okay? This is not joking. You guys thank me later, okay?
Yeah.
Now, I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna assume it says territory, whatever. But it's T as in Tom, ERRITOIRE. When I tell you, I get more compliments off this scent, and it's $17 a bottle.
Wow, this is an everyday.
This is an everyday. This is my go-to. I wear this every day. Go to the gym. I go to the pool.
Territory. Yeah, it's a French word, right?
Territory,
I don't know
yeah.
what the hell it is, but if you go on Amazon,
Yeah, we're looking at it right
I'll
now.
send you guys a bottle, bro. This stuff will change your life, for real.
Yeah, I might start having to take care of my.
I took a splash last night of mine. I like a Ralph. It really is. It's a game changer.
It's a game changer. Did you has he influenced you to get some sense?
I have nice ones that I have not gone to, and then since me and Bret have become friends, I actually do a couple extra splashes, and I could tell Stacey likes it.
It's strong. And then, if you ever need advice on chains, certain types of chains that you need to wear out.
Yeah, the chain and the perfume, that's like peanut butter and jelly, no?
Yeah, they go together. They're like Laverne and Shirley.
You're always chain out, right? Over the T-shirt, you never tuck it in, right?
Yeah. Always. If I got a V-neck, I use the long chain with the crucifix. I got St. Christopher I use when I travel.
That's for good luck to St. Christopher?
Well, he watches Ori when you travel. I always wear that out with the V. If I'm wearing the crew, I like the Italian. I got this nice Italian silver I wear, like a gentleman.
Right.
I got a couple of 14 karat gold chains, but I kind of moved out of that stage.
What stage you in now?
I do a lot of silver. I still like the Italian silver
It's-
necklaces.
Nice.
He's so classy. He
I got
showed up.
one that
Remember,
just
Brett?
screams when I'm on stage and it interrupts my punchlines, everything.
It's loud. You got a loud chain.
Loud, it's
Yeah.
loud. Yeah. I bring him on stage with me. He starts like heckling. It's just he's a problem. He
bought me a
names,
chain.
He gets us in fights. We'll go to a club. He starts telling people, you know, who my father is, my uncle, and you know, he's bad. That chain, I can't really.
Yeah, he's loud. Yeah, that chain's got an ego. That chain's got an ego.
He's awful. He's always name dropping and getting bottle service. I can't with him.
What was your question, Verse?
No, I said he's so classy. He actually showed up. We were both in Connecticut, and he showed up to a friend's house of mine, and he gave me a chain. He came with a rope chain for me.
Wow, you gave him a chain.
Yeah, I got him one. Do you want one? Yeah, I'll buy you one in celebration of your special.
I'd love a chain. Cuz. I appreciate that. Oh, I hung up on him by accident. Ah, fuck.
What was that?
Yeah, that was my brother. I'm sorry about that. We got disconnected there, Brett. I appreciate that very much, cuz.
Absolutely.
So, thank you very much, Brett. This was fun. We'll talk to you soon, brother.
Later, brother.
What's great is they don't know what part is joking and what part's real.
Oh no, let me tell you something right now. This is 100% real. It's 100%.
Listen, man. Congrats on everything, Virzi. Congrats on the special. God bless.
God bless to you too. With 3 kids with 3 specials.
Love you, kid.
How you doing?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Later, guys.
Later, Brett. Between us, we got 3 specials, 3 chains, and only one of us has cologne on.
And I think me and you were going to start easing our way into cologne. He was talking about the colognes, like when a dealer talks about the new weed strand that came in.
Yeah.
He knows it like that.
No, he was ready with info, yeah.
He had names.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't bullshit.
Yeah,
And he
no.
did. I'm not joking. He did pull out like 6, and he goes, and I go, but then when he said one was an air freshener, it killed me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, God, he's a funny Italian
Yeah,
kid.
he's a kid that really he lives the life of it.
Yeah.
It's not just
look at him. How you doing? So he just recently started putting clips on his gram, and his gram just started really blowing up.
Yeah.
He's such a funny guy.
He is.
But he's like, I think he's a little kind of late to like the internet game of like, starting to put clips up and shit, because he just started and his gram took off like that because he threw up this one funny clip about his gay brother, which was hilarious.
I think he got like 60,000 followers in like 4 days.
Yeah. So his new special's out. His old special was really funny too.
Yeah. He's got Principal's Office, Domesticated Animal. Super funny, super great dude, super loyal dude. But man, when he was in the parking lot and he said, "My guy's here," and I thought, and I'm thinking like, your guy. And he said, my cologne guy, and he said, this kid's got all the new fragrances, dude. It was really like, that's a movie character. That's a scene in a movie. If you were watching a comedy movie and you're an Italian kid going, "My guy's here," and then all of a sudden a bag opens up and it's cologne.
I mean, no, I was crying when you were telling me that. I was crying.
No, it's one of the funniest things ever.
Yeah, go check out Bret Ernst.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, Ernst, is that an Italian name?
No, his father's got German.
Yeah.
So
Oh, she's got a little bit of that in
his
there.
mother's 100% Italian.
Oh, there you go. So he's mostly Italian. He's mostly Italian.
He's one of those guys mostly Italian with the last name that's not.
Yeah,
but, I mean,
my favorite was when he called Saint Laurent Saint Lorraine. They go, Yves Saint Lorraine. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's a blue bottle.
What made me laugh the most is when he goes, "What are we doing though? Are we going out? Like, what's the situation?"
He wanted to know specifics.
He wanted to know the specifics because a nightclub is different than just going out.
Yeah.
He squirts at the gym.
Yeah, he squirts at the gym.
He'll do a splash at the gym, which is really funny.
And he's always got the chain out. He's always a chain out guy.
One time he saw a picture of me because he knows I have the chain.
Yeah.
And one time he saw a picture of me with like a t-shirt, a black t-shirt, and the chain wasn't down. And he goes, "What the fuck? How come it's not out?" He hit me up and he goes, "Why are you going
would you
chain
wear
in?
it?
Why is it in?"
Yeah. He's always, I'm telling you, when I got my chain, I kind of got what you said, that it kind of completes you. There's something about it that kind of completes you.
You have to.
Yeah, there's something about it. It makes like an ordinary, like when I realized that too when I was on vacation with my wife. We were in Florida, and a chain in Florida, that's like wearing a 3-piece suit. That's like fancy, right?
Yeah.
Because it does make a t-shirt fancier. Like if you're wearing just a normal t-shirt and then you pull the chain out, it's like you have a nighttime outfit on.
100%.
You know what I mean? It makes a difference.
When you see a sparkle over a shiny metal over the t-shirt, you're not in a t-shirt anymore. You're in a go out. It's a different feel.
Yeah, it's exactly what. It's like you could be wearing the same outfit all day and just it's a hot day and you're walking around like shorts and a t-shirt and then dinner time comes and you just go like that.
I'll tell you what.
And you're ready for dinner.
A clean, crisp pair of kicks, jeans, and a black t-shirt with the chain. It's a go out outfit.
It's a go out outfit.
It's a go out outfit.
Now I'm not a gaudy guy, so this is as big as I would go. I would only go right here.
He just texted. He loved it. Yeah.
I would go right here. I don't get. This is as far as I'd go. Your dad would call this chicken wire. No,
That's chicken wire.
he would go. This is.
He would go. Why even do that?
How does he bring that up? Well, like he goes.
You know, it's funny.
He approaches it in a very.
My son Lucas has the jewelry bug too, where like he loves sports and he loves that stuff, but he's watching YouTube clips of guys that are flashy and gaudy. So now, as much as he wants to buy a basketball, he wants to get what goes with. If you're successful in that,
Yeah.
And my dad would be thrilled with that, like thrilled to know that,
Right.
Because my dad can talk to. If you started, I'm not joking. I'm not even trying to be funny. If you start talking to my father about watches, it would be like he couldn't have a better. It would bring him so much joy to talk to you about a watch,
Yeah.
because my dad's got like 90 of them.
Yeah. Now Jesse, you're Italian. You never went the chain route.
When I was younger.
You did have a chain.
Like around 17.
I remember you had a chain.
But look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that, dude.
Yeah.
Look at that in the middle. Go up one. Like scroll a little more. No, the other way.
Which way?
Yes. Right there. Look at that, dude.
Yeah.
Look at that with the white T-shirt, dude.
It does look good.
It just looks. You can't deny that look.
No, it does look good.
You know what? You know
Yeah.
what that look really looks good in?
Yeah.
Like a beautiful Lexus, like
Yeah.
a new car.
Yeah.
just a nice car, like behind the wheel, your hand on a wheel.
Now, here's the thing. A chain is a strong choice. It's a strong choice. You pull
See, I
the
don't
chain
think
out,
so.
you're saying there's a 50% chance I don't have a BA.
No. See, I think a ring is way more bold of a choice.
A ring
a chain is more common. A lot of people look. Jared's got a chain. You don't have a chain on. You have a chain.
Yeah.
I have a chain. 3 to 4 of us have some sort of chain.
Yeah.
I mean, we have wedding rings.
I like how you're sneaking yours out. I've actually seen you do that. Sneak it out of the
hard
sweatshirt.
with a hoodie.
Yeah.
You gotta loop it out.
Yeah, but you just loop it out. Yeah.
Yeah. You got it. But like, yeah, no, it's like a ring is a real
That's
a pinky ring is what's a stronger statement than a pinky ring?
No,
dude?
that's
worse.
That's even stronger.
That's no BA.
No, yeah. If you have the chain out, you're going 50% chance I got a BA, 50% chance I don't. You got a ring on, you're going 100% chance I'm not an honest guy. There's a 100% chance I do some type of crime.
Yeah, and I'm within 19 miles of like East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, a pinky ring says a lot about somebody.
Yeah. It's an Italian thing. A
Yeah.
pinky ring is an Italian. It's as Italian as pizza. You don't see just a normal another guy who's not Italian wearing
See
a
what
pinky
my dad
ring.
does? My dad would do bracelets too, gold bracelets.
Yeah.
With the matching.
So he goes all matching.
I mean, he would go. My dad had a rope that was like that thick once, and an emblem, and the rings, and the thing. My dad had a ring. My dad has a ring that has a real green. So it's a gold pinky ring with a real green, like emerald in it.
Yeah.
You know, for expensive.
Yeah. No, the ethnic kids, blacks, they love jewelry.
I mean, that's.
Yeah.
You stop at the ring, though.
No, I can't do the ring.
Can't do the ring.
Nobody loves jewelry more than blacks and Italians. I
would agree with that.
Anytime you go to a jewelry store, you know what the funny thing is about jewelry? It's really where you can see just like a Jewish owner have a wall full of athletes.
Yeah.
You go
And Italians.
And Italians, yeah.
Matter of fact, where my dad showed me to get the diamond wedding ring.
Yeah.
You know who else was on the wall? My dad.
Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey was on the wall.
Yeah.
Chris Rock was on the wall.
Yeah.
And a couple of other people were on the wall. Maybe Tupac, rest his soul, might have been in there.
Yeah.
And then my dad.
Yeah.
You know, and a bunch of Italians. So, but I noticed this. Black culture and Italian culture, they like each other's style. They like the swag. They like it a little more, right? Jared, would you agree as a black man, you would see the Italian, you kind of...
Well, I feel like the Italians like the
rappers
blacks.
would always rap about mob shit, right?
Yeah.
Italian kids in my high school wear True Religion jeans.
Yeah.
I feel like the Italians like the black style, and then the blacks like the Italian like gangster
The
mafia shit. Yeah, they like
all
that.
all the rappers growing up in the 90s would always reference. Remember, Biggie was Frank White was an alias of a rapper. I mean,
Yes.
of a gangster.
What do you think, Steve Jobs, rest his soul, right? What if he threw a chain on that fucking mock neck? That would have changed the whole game, dog.
mean-
if he came out
Yeah.
to present the new iPhone and he had a wire on.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a different vibe.
Yeah.
His neck would break because he wouldn't have the muscles in his neck to support it.
That's
You know what
true.
that reminded me of? Like Bill Burr had a joke where he said if Einstein came out with a Southern accent,
That would be fun. How y'all doing? So
hey y'all, so here.
E equals
Yeah.
MC squared.
Yeah, like if you saw a guy like Steve Jobs come out with like a gaudy chain, something about his speech about the new iPhone would lack because you'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah, you
would
this
be
thing may
Guido.
have some kinks in it.
Yeah, he should be giving me this speech in the parking lot
Yeah.
where I'm picking up cologne from him. I mean, yeah, some of the black rappers in the 80s, like we're looking at Slick Rick, like really overdid it. It got to the point where like, how do you even walk around with that many chains? Remember Mr. T had like 20 of them on?
Yeah.
But I get how that happens. You put one on and you fall in love with it so much, you just want to add more onto it.
After Tracy Morgan had the accident, look at Tracy. Tracy Morgan's got a rope that it's ridiculous. It's actually he was at Madison Square Garden with the rope, and it's just the biggest. Can you put that one? I mean, and he's like he rocks it at the Garden.
Yeah, I mean,
that thing looks like you could pull an 18.
Yeah, it looks like he's actually carrying. Looks like he's carrying material to a job site.
It looks like he's training for
It
a
really
fight.
does look like
it looks like he's working out with The Rock.
Yeah, I mean that's just and you know that's real.
Yeah, of course.
He's not. That's real gold.
Yeah, that was
I mean,
paid
you're
for
by
The kid
Walmart.
has a Bavarian pretzel around his neck.
Yeah, look at that thing.
I mean,
dude.
that thing with the scorpion. I mean, I bet you. I'm saying 1.5 on just that.
Probably, yeah, probably. It's so funny how
Now the middle one. Go to that one, Jesse. Right? Yeah, that one. See, that one I kind of get. I mean, without the, I'm not a big guy that has an emblem guy, but that rope.
that size.
I don't
That
like the
size
chains
would
that
be
hang
my
low
limit.
like that, though.
You don't like it too
Nah,
low. It
it's
looks too
way
much like a
low.
necklace.
Yeah.
Looks too a
And
little.
it's a little too long.
a little too long. Yeah.
It looks like some saggy titties. I don't want that.
Yeah.
What's your like thickness?
This
like,
is as thick as
you
I'll
won't go thicker than that.
I won't go thicker than this.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just it's not my personality. I'm like I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
That suits you good.
This is perfect. You can. I think intelligence levels match the chain width.
This you said that as I pulled this up. This isn't bad. This isn't too big.
No, that's perfect.
Somebody
I
said-
think they match our personalities too.
That's
Like
so
you're a little louder.
Yeah, a little. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I go a
Like,
little flashier.
little
yeah,
flashier,
yeah, yeah.
little.
Yeah,
You
the
know.
sizes measure personalities.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
bigger it is, the more
I
probability
just-
that there is for tax evasion.
And here you go. This matches my point. I barely got a BA, but I got a BA. So 50% yes.
Yeah.
You
I dropped out.
You dropped out, so your chain's a little thicker.
Yeah.
I dropped out.
Bret
yeah.
Ernst, without a doubt, got. It's a 50% chance, yes or no. Did he get a BA?
Well, Bret was like a big college football player in Florida, but I don't know.
Yeah, he was.
But I don't know,
right.
big like
Yeah.
kid was a defensive back. The kid's athletic.
Yeah, he was
And-
a fucking cut kid. He also had like a model face. I love when I meet guys who had a model face and you look at their old model photos. I mean, you ever see him post on his Instagram?
He said one of the funniest things I was crying laughing where he was talking and he said that he got into it with a guy and the guy he goes, well, why are you upset? What are you insulted by? And the guy started saying something and they were going back and forth and Bret just goes, how about, I swear to God, he told me last night, he goes, how about we just skip this and I just start smacking you? How about that? He goes, and I go, you literally said, let's cut out the middleman so I can just start smacking. He goes, yeah, because we were getting nowhere. Yeah. But then you look at him and he's like,
he's a big kid.
Yeah,
he's a big athletic kid. Used to be a football player. One of my favorite people. I loved him the minute we first hung out.
Yeah,
he's just a great dude and extremely funny.
Oh, so
I'd say
funny.
one of those like underrated comics.
so funny.
Who, if you went and saw him live, he just crushes.
Oh, he's
and,
great.
Now he's got his stuff on the internet and it like immediately blew up. It's like blowing up so fast. It's
And
hilarious.
it's weird because he's in Cobra Kai. He's got Cobra Kai season 5 coming up.
That's somewhere where you would know him from is Cobra Kai.
Yeah, he plays Cousin Louie.
Cousin Louie on Cobra Kai. So
Italian kids are just, here's the thing. Italian kids just need things a certain way to live, and it's just in them.
it's style.
It's-
Italians. It's style. They like marble. They
No,
stop.
but they like marble, but food is important.
Food, everything.
Appearance
Lifestyle.
is important.
Lifestyle.
Yeah.
Lifestyle, for sure.
That thing that one of the greatest things, and this is why to me Eddie Murphy, he doesn't have the biggest body of work, but Eddie is when Eddie said that about the Italian with the girl, he goes, "Don't you ever disrespect me? Don't you ever fucking I'll put this glass here." That's how it's like. You can never, don't ever get one up on me.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
don't ever make me look like what am I, an asshole?
It's funny how different ethnicities do have. I'll say this about stereotypes. Look at Brett. Their stereotypes are more correct than polls. I'd say there's more truth to stereotypes than there are polls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stereotypes don't come out of the sky. They don't fall from the sky like wasps. You're never going to see a wasp with like a loud chain.
Yeah.
You know, they're very understated people. Italians are very loud. They like fucking freestyle music. They like fucking dancing like this. They like taking their shirt off. They like wearing a chain.
Yeah.
Greek guys, you're usually going to find a little paranoia. Black guys, you know, they love loud music. They love fucking flashy shit. They
Yep.
love chains.
Yep.
You know, it's, you know.
Asians love to gamble.
Asians love to
Love to-
gamble.
I mean,
you go
dude,
to
you
a
go-
fucking casino.
dude,
What
you-
am I not supposed to see? There's
like,
Asians everywhere.
If you go to a casino, there's something. Asians love one of my brother's close friends from Boston University, Asian kid just loves to be in a casino.
Yeah.
They love to gamble. If you got 1,000 people of the culture, I bet you chances are the number in the favor of the stereotype is going to be greater than not, right?
Stereotypes, yeah, there's always a kernel of truth behind stereotypes. There's a kernel of truth. Now, your dad, your new special, which is coming out on Netflix, it's out right now when
Yes.
you're watching this. It's only been out a couple days, so you go right now, sit down, make a night out of it, sit down with the wife, sit down with the husband, sit down with the family, throw it on the big screen.
And you'll hear some stuff about my Italian father. It's called Nocturnal Admissions, and I talk about him a lot in it.
That's what I was saying. It so your dad is Sicilian on steroids, and this special has a lot about your dad, right? You finally like started talking, making some jokes about your dad,
Yeah,
and how funny he is.
This is a lot
I
about.
love how Jesse's doing production while we're doing this. He
no.
just did a screenshot to put it later.
Was that distracting?
No, it's funny.
Yeah, I talked about my dad. Like, this is the first one where, like, I kind of just talked about the divorce, what me and my older brother Christian kind of went through at ages 5 and 10, how my dad is, what my dad was like, especially to us at those young ages. So what we were seeing at that young age, but so much of a character that I grew up with as a father, but also
a pinky ring kind of guy.
also didn't grow up with him like the way you would normally grow up with a father, because, you know, the courts in the 80s gave my dad we had 8 hours on Sunday and 3 hours on Wednesday. So we had all day Sunday and dinner Wednesday, and then that's it.
And the funny thing is, like, often divorces happen, it's the father leaving. A lot of times, I think the majority would be the father initiates the divorce.
You know, I don't know those numbers, but yeah, I mean,
Maybe we should look that up. But I think a lot of the time it's the father. But what's funny, what you talk about in your special, is how your dad didn't want the divorce.
no, my dad
Because
is.
of appearances.
Well, my dad
He's
is,
like, we don't do that in the
if
Catholic
you
Church.
you guys can, you know, if anybody saw the trailer of this thing, that's the joke that's in the trailer is like, my dad's Sicilian and Catholic, dude. Divorce didn't happen for them. And in the 80s, it really didn't happen a lot as much as now. Now it's commonplace, right? Now people get divorced, what is it, 50%? Early 80s, 1982, you told people you're getting divorced, it was kind of like a hush thing. You know, it was almost like an abortion where you're just like, hey, don't tell anybody.
Well, I was completely wrong about that. According to the BBC. Why women file for divorce more than men? Is this America though, or
Right here.
I would think it would be women
the US.
because men. I would think men would stay in something.
wait, go down, Jess. So, according to the BBC, in the U.S. specifically, no-fault divorce is legal in 50 states. Estimates 70%. Wow. Some estimates put the figure at 70%.
Jeez.
Women petitioned.
No, 70% that there's divorce.
Oh, okay.
This rises to staggering 90% when women are college educated. What? So college educated women are getting divorced 90% of the time? I'm telling you, it's not good to let these bitches read. In the UK, women petition for 62% of divorces. So I was absolutely wrong about that.
when you said it, I was thinking women
That's
could.
so crazy because they always yell at us.
Yeah, but women won't stay in women won't stay in shit like a man would.
Right.
A man. You know the way we don't want headaches.
Right.
We don't want that fucking headache.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that women, because they lose so much value like a used car after they've been married.
Well, it depends how many kids.
You know, that's really like once you drive it off the lot. Yeah, I mean, like I'd want to stand. No,
What's the resale value on this thing?
But what it really probably means is that men are the ones fucking up more, and then the women won out. But you know, it's funny. I also read a statistic that like 50% of women in marriages cheat too. They just don't get caught. So I don't think this is a real. I don't know if you could even look at these stats and blame one gender over the other. You know, I don't know, but it is interesting. I would have thought it was opposite. I guess I'm wrong. Well, according to this article, you never. That's my point about stats. You never know. I remember during the election, they were telling us the whole fucking time Hillary's going to win by a landslide. She lost. All the stats were saying the Golden State Warriors had no shot to win the championship. They won it in 6.
Yeah, you can't.
So you can't. I mean, I'll rely more on a stereotype than I will on a poll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the stereotypes that women like feelings more. Usually true. That they don't know what they don't know what they want for dinner. Usually true.
No, that's
usually true.
That's a big one. But I think that's why they get out first. A man won't get out. It takes a lot for a man to throw his hands up and go.
Yeah, because we're good people. I think my dad wanted to leave my mom early. He stayed for the kids.
I'm sure some women do that too, but yeah.
Marriage is a tough thing. Now, do you talk about marriage a lot in the special coming up?
Yeah, I talk about one of our biggest fights is the food thing. I talk about, how my wife is, my wife is an early person, can't let the day go to waste.
Right.
And I'm a guy that wants to stay down. I said, just give me to 9:30, 10. I'm not asking much.
Right.
9:30, 10. I work at night.
Right.
You know what I mean? I work at night. Sometimes, I'm in the city till 1. I get home, 1:32. Let the kids stay down. Because if you let me stay down till 9:30, 10:30, then I'll fucking be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Let's go.
Right.
She comes in, she starts moving stuff.
Right.
So I hear it.
Right.
What do you want? It's
well,
nice.
part of the reason you
wanna
want
go
the
to brunch?
part of the reason you want the 9:30, 10 is because you're probably up till 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
listen,
part of being a comic is we're up
you
till
can't
2,
walk
3,
in the
4.
house at 1:30 and go right to bed.
Yeah, my wife doesn't. It's like I'm trying to explain that to you every day.
Yeah,
my wife. I'm trying to explain that to her. I'm going like, because I have the same thing. They do it passive aggressively. They just start making a lot of noise.
Yeah,
there's some banging.
Yeah,
they'll let.
the kids want to do something today.
Yeah. She lets my daughter like scratch on the door. And it just starts early.
Yeah,
it's like.
Being married is this. You chose. It's like my first special. The joke. It was a stranger that you connected with.
Yeah.
That just runs like you have kids with, and it's just they just run everything.
Yeah.
Every decision is run by them.
Yeah.
You ever have your wife march past you mad, go to the bathroom and slam the door? You chose that. That's not even your family.
Yeah.
It's not even your blood, and that's in your house. You're dealing with that. It's like we were at fucking Wendy's fucking 15 years ago having a great time. Now you just fucking threw something at me, and I'm sitting here going, "Oh, my fucking weekend's done."
Yeah. You have to see the sense of humor of it because it is hilarious and it is all worth it. Having a family's great, being married's great. It's all great, but you have to see the sense of humor because it's not easy. No. Marriage is not an easy thing.
I would say that a lot of divorce is because one person in the party is extremely selfish. That selfishness is a very big part of it because one person is not willing to meet halfway. One person is not willing. One person is so selfish that any sacrifice they have to do because of you is not something they're willing to do, and it makes the other person go, "Oh, well, you're not in this the way I'm in this." Right? That's really what it comes down to.
I agree.
Selfish people. And a lot of times sometimes they could be selfish. They don't want to have a kid because they don't want anything coming off of them. Then the other person starts to resent it. And there have been a lot of marriages where they agreed no kids, but the woman wanted kids. Or maybe the man wanted kids, and then later you get resentful because you're like, oh, you don't want kids because you're fucking selfish and it's all about you, and people leave that. It all comes down to really selfish.
And even, I think underneath that, on a more like biological level, it's what makes humans have humor in comedy is we're able to understand the irony of things. We're able to understand the bigger picture, meaning, we can achieve things and be ambitious and at the same time know simultaneously that it's all for nothing. That's funny. That you die at the end. That's funny. right? You either have because other animals aren't aware. They don't go. Other animals don't go. Hey man, I want to get 4 specials. I want to be one of the best comics. And then somebody goes to the animal. And then what? And then the animal goes, what do you mean? They don't have the awareness to go, oh, then you die.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Right.
Either you're going to have a tragic outlook on that or a comedic outlook on that.
Right.
That's something the ancient Greeks knew. Is like things are either tragic or in its heightened state, things are either comedic or tragic. And oftentimes it's the perspective you put on it.
Yeah.
You're looking at the same thing.
Right.
You're having the same awareness about something, but you're looking at it, your perspective chooses to be comedic or tragic.
Yeah.
So when it comes to marriage, we have these simultaneous opposites happening at the same time, which makes it funny or tragic. My point being, men are not designed for marriage. Okay, we're designed by nature to spread the seed. That's that, like all living things, to propagate the species. That's the only instruction we have.
Right.
It's coded in our
that's
DNA.
Built in. That's
built
coded,
in.
yeah.
And it's
built
the
in.
biggest tug. It's
Yeah.
the biggest tug. Now, women they're designed by nature, don't get mad at me, feminists, to nurture a child. They have to carry it for 9 months.
Yep.
It destroys their body. It's like that's how they're designed, for better or worse.
Yeah.
So we're both designed for these different things. And we also know that marriage is a good thing to raise a kid. It really is.
Yeah.
This whole fucking non-marriage movement is like,
yeah.
You can't build. Okay, marriage may be ridiculous. Okay, what's his fucking name? The guy from fucking HBO. I'm just blanking on it because I'm fucking me.
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher. I get it. Okay, it's all fucking ridiculous. All you fucking. It's like, but it's necessary.
But the structure builds better people.
It builds a society.
Yes, it builds a society.
You can't have a bunch of fucking 18-year-olds
Yeah.
dictating policy, and you can't have a bunch of fucking single old 80-year-olds
Yeah.
dictating policy.
Yeah.
It's like we got to keep the species here, and the way you keep the species here is through families.
Of course.
And you need a family because you need help raising a kid.
And family structure and raising good human beings is that foundation.
That's
you
the
need
foundation.
that foundation.
You need the
can't-
foundation.
Yeah, you can't.
So you have those two things happening at the same time. You have these urges that we're born with, and then we're forced into this institution that is actually good for us, good for the kids, good for us. I mean, what are you doing? You're 45, you're single. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Really, it's weird.
Well, that's what I tell any of my friends that were in relationships that were afraid to get married. I go, where the fuck are you going?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
you going to do? Because pretty soon you're 50.
Yeah.
Are you going to stay in a fucking studio or 1 bedroom in New York, running around doing fucking, $25 spots?
Yeah, no.
And fucking look around and go, hey, man, well, I'm not tied down. No, but you're in a fucking shithole in Greenwich Village with no life.
Yeah, and you're old. It's weird.
It's fucking really weird. It's fucking sad. You know what's hilarious though is when you were saying that we're coded, and we do one thing and we're coded one way.
We want to spread the seed. Yeah,
and women are another way. It's funny how animals don't have it. So like if you or I or even our wives were in like a supermarket and somebody really attractive walked by and you go like that, right? The other person gets mad. Animals, the lion doesn't have to fucking deal with that. Our habitat happened to be Stop and Shop, but this kid's just out in the wilderness. But you can't get mad at me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to buy a box of cereal. This thing walked by.
Yeah,
right?
no, male lions don't get nagged on the Serengeti. There's never no lioness going like, why were you looking at her? It's like, you're lucky I'm not eating your kids.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
lucky I'm not eating your kids.
That's so true, man.
Yeah,
The environment you're in.
So that's the thing. That's what separates us from the other animals, is that we have this awareness. Because the funny thing is, we have the same instincts as the animals to propagate, to evolve, to dominate.
Yeah.
We have all the same, but we also have this big brain where we can project into the future. We have awareness. We can see the bigger picture. We can get a helicopter view. And that helicopter view being like, hey, marriage is good for society. It's good for the family. It's good for your kids. But we're in this thing.
Yeah.
We're getting into a thing that is the opposite of what our instincts are telling us it wants.
Yeah.
So that creates comedy or tragedy.
Yep.
So it's like, it's going to be one or the other. If you want your marriage to work, you better try to find the humor in it. Because otherwise it's going to be tragic. It's not going to be neither. It's going to be one or the other. There's no marriage that's just neither. It's either you find the humor in it or you're going to get divorced.
There are some times where me and Stacy will fight, and then we'll start laughing.
You have to.
And we'll just be like, all right, you know what? You were this or you were that. And a big one, and women don't do it as much, I don't think. I think men do it more, but I think we apologize more. I know I apologize more to my wife.
Right.
You know, she's apologized a couple times, but there are certain times where you got to go.
Well, your wife's a strong.
Yeah, my wife.
Strong.
My wife is strong, and my wife is she's steadfast.
Yeah.
You know, like my wife is the reason why I'm like, you know what? There are some women who should be president.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because they just would run a tight, a fucking tight ship. They treat everybody the same. They're good, but she's strong. You know, but there are some times when I push back on that.
You have to.
And I'm like, look, there are certain things.
How important do you think the pushback is?
You got, but what I've learned is, and I'm doing a joke about this in my next hour is you got to know when to pick them.
Right.
Okay, like there's certain hills you shouldn't die on. Where I would try to in my earlier in my 20s and 30s I would take the fight.
Yeah.
Where now I'm going, why this? Not here.
Right.
There's certain ones you got to roll up your sleeves.
Right.
Certain ones.
Which ones are those? Is if you're having a late night, you're drinking a couple
If
too
you're,
much.
you know what it is? No, not that. That I'll let time go by. What the ones where you got to.
But I've noticed you if you're saucing.
Yeah.
If you're simmering.
Yeah.
If you're taking Trulies to the gullet.
Yeah.
And she says you got to get up in the morning or whatever. You never budge on that. You go all the way. You finish.
Yeah.
You finish what you start.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That is something.
I've never seen you go, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop drinking now. That's one thing you don't do.
Oh no! When I turn the gas on, I'm not compromising that. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about not a fight like that. I'm talking about when it's time to roll up your sleeves and really go like, this may be a blowout where we don't talk for a few days. It's when I'm truly right.
Right.
It's when I'm truly right.
Interesting.
Now, I've talked to some people that said, apologize even when you're right.
Right.
That's still something I'm working on.
Yeah.
But if it's a vicious fight, like she said some she said some shit, then I said some shit, but I know in my heart of hearts, 100% I'm right, the sleeves go up.
Right.
The sleeves go up, the head goes down, and
If
I run
you know
into,
you're right.
I run into a minefield.
Right.
I run into the minefield.
And you don't you stick to it.
I run into the minefield and whatever
Even
happens.
if you knew you were right, but you did something because like your action was bad. You know what I'm saying? Like the principle was right.
No.
But what you did was bad. Would you still not apologize?
No. That's not. I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is rolling up the sleeves when she's dead to rights the whole way.
Right.
Okay. Johnny Depp style.
Right.
So that's what Johnny Depp did. Johnny Depp rolled up his sleeves and said, "This is you put my name through the mud. My children thought that I hit her." There were pictures of her with fake. You did that, so now I'm willing to even humiliate myself with my actions because of that.
He went all the way, even his money, everything.
He let
didn't stop.
people he let people that he loved know that he drank and did coke and he did all those things, but he was willing to do that because it was so wrong on the other side.
Right.
That's when I'll say it's on.
Right. That's when you turn Johnny Depp. That's when you go Johnny Depp on him.
When you
know you're 100% right, you go Johnny Depp, meaning whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Even if it kills you in the process, you got to win that fight.
Yeah, or like if she says something like, "Why don't you be like, your kids are there? Why don't you be or something like that?" That's really, and I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Or I'm right. I can't. That's when I go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I go.
You let her know.
But what sucks about marriage is even when you let him fly, when you really let it go, they're not gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
So you're still dead. Yeah. I mean, the good thing is she knows you have some sort of dignity and pride, and you're gonna fight for yourself, but you're still losing because she's not gonna talk to you for 2 days. They're not gonna talk to you for 2 days. They're never gonna walk in and go, "Dude, you got me. I fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's on me."
Well,
pull the trousers down and I'll fucking hook it up. That's not happening.
Yeah, the blowjobs take a hit when you're married.
I mean, you got a better chance of the Pope delivering the next pie right now than taking the trousers down and catching a beach.
The beaches take a hit.
I mean, especially like their initiation of it.
Yeah, no, that's never gonna happen.
I mean,
that's never gonna happen.
Hey, why don't you unzip the pants and let me take it down?
You'll never hear that.
No.
Yeah, you got a better chance.
You got a better UFOs outside right now.
Yeah,
you got a better chance of taking a UFO ride today.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
yeah. No, marriage and family is an endless source of material.
Here's getting a blowjob as a married man.
Yeah.
This is what you do. You're laying there. You just look at you. Go, no. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's
Yeah, and they give you it's like half of one. They never fit. Like, I don't remember the last time I got one that was fully finished. They're concerned about hair. It's a totally different thing. Yeah, and a lot of marriage is not sexual. That's another thing people make a big mistake about. Well, is like if you're into someone sexually, you shouldn't consider that for the marriage, because marriage is a different thing.
Marriage is, you know what marriage is, dude? Marriage is a business. You have a business partner that you love, that you're raising these kids with, but you obviously have to have physical attraction and do all that stuff too. But marriage is like, in a good way, a business. I know exactly. I don't mean in a corporate way. I mean like
your family's like a business, and you're running it together.
You're running it together, and you're raising your kids together. You know, but you do got to keep the physical stuff. You do big thing to do, man. I'll tell anybody is you got to do date night, man. Even if it's once every 2 weeks, you got to go out, sit down. Me and her got to get into that, because when we started doing that, it was amazing. You know, and then you get busy and stuff, but you go out, you get a bottle of wine, nice restaurant, and you talk, and you go back to dating the way it was, you know, at the beginning.
You said that's like a quarterback taking his offensive line out.
It's a quarterback taking his offensive line out. You know, that's who protects you. You got to do it.
Yeah,
that's a good analogy, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Sometimes you got to protect the people that are, you know, you got to do that. So
yeah. So what do you feel like? Is it raising kids now? Your kids are teenagers now.
Yeah, it's wild
in this climate. What do you? It's like.
Talk to us.
Yeah,
talk to us,
because there's so much available. Because I got like they can look on their phone. They can easily grow up quicker than you want them to.
Yeah,
you know, they may have to deal with a drag queen. ABC hour. You never know what's going to happen.
You know, I saw
you're like, what happened today in school? It's like, oh, I don't know. Mrs. Stan came in and did a fucking nightclub routine for us.
There's a video that's viral that's going on TikTok, and it's like, you know, women taking a banana and doing whatever with the banana, and I fucking saw it on TikTok, and I'm like, guys, this is not. I don't know what, you know, you guys are 10 and 13. You're not looking at shit like that. And you know, we'll take the apps away. But like me more than Stace. Stacy's like, watch what you say. But I'm just like, look, man, your teacher doesn't know. Like your teacher's opinion of what society is might be their agenda. Right.
So you tell that to them.
Yeah. I'm like, listen, you could tell me what your teacher said, and if your teacher had a point, I'll tell you. But you got to think for yourself, you know, because they would come off the bus and they would say, this president is this, and this president is that. And where'd you hear that from? Well, I heard so and so say it to so and so, and I'm like, what do you? But why do you know? I don't know. That's what they said. It's like, yeah. So talk to us, and we'll tell you why they would say that, and you really know. So I think that my children have a good understanding that like what they hear in the media and what they're getting in school is not always the real story, and that, you know, and I saw my son get it too. You know, like my son was coming and he was telling me things, and he was like, I don't know, they were saying it so, you know, because sometimes they hear, the kids aren't stupid. When there's something so one-sided, my kids are smart enough to go, why is everybody one way? And I want that. Why is everybody this way?
Yeah.
And Lucas will ask. My son will go, everybody was saying this. And me and you know, and Stacy will say our opinion. But I said, don't always go the way everybody goes. And I think they know that. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to be really aware, or the kids are going to private school.
The kids are going to private school. It's great. So listen, guys, check out Nocturnal Admissions.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man.
Oh, come on. Of course. Netflix right now. Go watch it. Make a night out of it. Sit down with the family and watch it. It's hilarious. Paul's one of the funniest guys in the country. And follow him, Paul Virzi, on all social media, and enjoy that special.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. And if you guys are in San Diego, I'll be at American Comedy Company June 30th to July 2nd.
Yeah, all dates. Go to paulvirzi.com.
Yep.
Guys, support all our small business shout-outs, man. You drink water, so drink what Jared's drinking right now. Freaking cold spring water, guy. Go to freaking coldspringwater.com. No G in the frickin'. Okay? And get yourself freaking cold spring water, so you don't got to deal with China one bit. No aluminum. No, none of this aluminum comes from China. No plastics. It's recycled aluminum. And it's water, dog. I mean, you drink water, just drink this water. Mm-hmm. It's, you know, you don't need to get the plastic bottles anymore. Get yourself a couple cases delivered right to your house. They give back a percentage of the profit to the conservation of my asshole.
Nice.
Didn't come out.
You're going to get pink eye from that mic now.
Conservation of the planet. These guys are saving the planet. They're saving the world. They're the best. They're doing everything. They're Southern California. There aren't any plastic bottles allowed or any beaches. So if you want to go to the beach, they don't allow plastic. You know what a solution is? Freaking cold spring water. Just get this stuff. It's also good to pee in. If you're in the car and you're sitting in traffic and you need something to pee in, you can pee in that.
I've actually done that before.
You've peed in one of those?
Yeah.
So, you know, they're good. You can fuck them. You can do whatever you want with them. Put your dick in them. But they're good for drinking water. It's the water company when it comes to premium water. Very simple. Brooklyn Cannery. Now, I had one last night. I was going to bring some, but I'm out. We got to order some for the studio. Brooklyn Cannery. Guys, just get this soda. All right? Get a whole case. 15% off your order if you put the word Yannis Pappas in the promo code, brooklyncannery.com. Go get one of these natural ingredient sodas with no added sugar and low in calories. They're also prebiotic, and their selection happens to be delicious. They taste good, okay? So get them. It goes nice. I went for a nice little walk with the dog. I came back, I had a nice cola amaretto. Delicious. You need LASIK? Okay, listen, you dumb four eyes. Go to OCNY.com, you stupid glasses-wearing four-eyed freak. Go talk to Nicholas Ragusa. Call him at 646-543-9474. Okay? We're going to fucking buy Jared glasses just so we can get him LASIK, even though he doesn't need it. Wouldn't that be funny if you just fucking, if someone got LASIK and they didn't need it, but they just wanted LASIK? They just had a dream of getting LASIK. Well, that's the guy to go, Nicholas Ragusa. You took him off. He's got a phone number, 646-543-9474. If you listen in New York and you want to get rid of your dumb glasses, go see OCNY. 10% off if you mention my name for LASIK eye surgery with Nicola Ragusa, the Romanian doctor. What is he? Who knows what he is?
Dr. Nick.
Okay, you drink coffee, dogs. This is, just trust me, it just tastes good. I drink it every morning. Longshorecoffee.com. You still got yours?
Yeah, I gave it
Are
to
you out?
No, I give it to my parents. They love it.
They love it, right?
Yeah, I'm spreading the wealth.
You don't drink coffee?
No coffee for you?
I drink it here and there.
Yeah. Coffee's not bad for you, though. You don't got to worry about that.
But I just never, no, it's not one of those things I X out. I just never had it really before.
Right.
I do a nice frappuccino.
Yeah, you got all the energy. You're 24.
Yeah.
You got an old soul, though, dog.
Yeah.
He's a smart 24-year-old.
He's hanging out with us.
Yeah, like he wouldn't still be here if he was like not an old soul.
You just got to lay in the cut, you know?
You're a smart guy.
Yeah.
For a fucking theater major, you've done okay.
You got to talk when it's meaningful for you to talk. You can't just yap off at the mouth.
I like that.
That's how you get drewed.
That's how you get drewed. Is exactly right. What do I want to do? I don't know what I want to do. Maybe I want to do comedy. Guess what? I'm not here to figure out what you want to do. You're here to fucking do a job for me. Love the kid. Great kid. Longshorecoffee.com. My guy, what are you thinking, my guy? Longshorecoffee.com. Promo code FUMES to get your coffee. Premium blends. If you're in Rhode Island, the guy will deliver them to you in his underwear.
Yeah. He'll come to you.
He'll come to you straight up and deliver it. Free delivery, right? 15% off if you mention Fumes. And go get your coffee. Why you just try it. You'll love it. Nate Linder. He'd like to propose a deal to me. Okay. You test out my skills for one marketing campaign before your next tour, and I charge 0 fees. Nate Linder, you're on. You're on, buddy.
You didn't read the second half.
The second half. If it works, then in the future, you utilize me whenever you're planning a tour and we discuss my rates. You're on. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, you put me on blast in the podcast. And Tim Dillon, I know you're fucking listening. So once this campaign with Yanni works out, I'm coming for you. Hey, I like his aggressiveness.
He's aggressive.
When the tour gets set, when my dates start rolling in for fall, we will use you. And if you're not me, go use NateLinder.com. I guess now nobody's used him, so he's just going to his last. But this is great awareness for your brand. Where can they follow you on Instagram, dog? Nate Linder, what are you doing on Instagram? What are you doing to market yourself? Have you put yourself marketed?
Let's check that.
Nate Linder. Fucking thousands of people know your name right now, Nate. Okay, you're the guy who we keep scheduling a call and we don't do. What's his fucking number?
Nate_Linder.
What's his phone number? You know what?
Let's see.
We're having fun today.
I'm going to his website.
Yeah, Nate Linder. Let's see what this fucking get. Let's see what Nate. Okay, what's your number, dog? Okay, let's see what's going on. Now this kid's got my fucking number. Fuck.
God bless.
Nate Linder, how did you know it was me, dog?
He's got you.
How did you know it was me?
You know, I had your number saved from when you gave it to me a few weeks back.
Oh, all right. Well, that makes sense. So you already put it in. Here you go. We're checking out your website. You're on the podcast right now. How you doing, dog? I accept your proposal. When the dates come in for fall, we'll definitely use you, see how you do, and then we'll discuss race. We'll negotiate.
Fucking yeah, brother. Let's run it.
Now, where are you, dog? Where are you working out of?
Yeah, because you have the acoustics that you're in the bathroom right now.
I'm from Chicago, but I moved to Denver about a year ago, and I actually wanted to ask you if you're going to be touring out here soon.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, yeah, when the agent sets up the dates, hopefully I'm coming out that way for sure. So, how's business? Is it decent? I mean, what are you doing? Is it your main thing?
It's a side business as of right now. With my full-time job, I work for a big media and marketing agency, but building this business on the side and stacking up clients. It's been a good start to summer so far.
Dude, I like you already. There's something about you I just like right now. Maybe we won't even start with the dates. We'll start with we'll see if you can get that special out there a little bit. You want to try to market the special?
Yeah, man, let's fucking do it.
All right, so we'll set up some ads. All right, so I'll call you back next year, and I'm just kidding. That was you guys are supposed to be paying attention. They're both fucking scrolling on the phone, guys. The film, we're fucking rolling.
I'm looking at his Instagram right now.
He's looking at your
I'm
Instagram.
looking at his website.
So Jesse's looking at your website, and Jared is looking at your Instagram.
You got a disproportionate amount of chest hair, Nate. What's going on here?
You got a lot of chest hair.
I'm letting it hang out. I'm a furball, dude.
He's got a good haircut, though.
Yeah, you got a good website too. I like your website, man. So let's look at Nate right here. Look at this kid.
Knees out.
Cute kid. He likes to hike.
Yeah.
This could easily be his Grindr profile as well.
Oh, God.
From tackling personal decisions to reaching important milestones, my job is to guide you on the path to success. And by you, I mean Yannis. I'm fueled by my commitment to excellence, and I go the extra mile to make sure that my clients are always... Now, how far are you willing to go, Nate? What are we talking about?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's my job to make sure my clients' advertisements aren't shitting the bed like Amber Heard. So,
there you go.
Above and beyond, my man.
There you go. Request a quote. Let's request a quote while he's on the phone. So look, I'm going to use Nate Linder. If you guys are watching, use Nate Linder. Nate, we appreciate you as always, man. Appreciate your support, and we are gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Let's. I'll get on the horn with you after this, and we'll figure something out.
Right on, brother. I appreciate the call. Also, Longshore Coffee, what's up? Let's work.
Longshore Coffee. Yeah, Longshore Coffee, hit them up. Brooklyn Cannery, hit them up.
305 Media.
305 Media, definitely. I think you guys were working together, right?
Yeah, I mean, the dude hasn't answered my emails and calls for the last couple months, but we'll see.
He's probably shooting a porno. And then we, of course, freaking Cold Spring Water. Yanni Mikas, hit him up. Hit up Nate Linder. Give him a try. All right, I'll hit you up. But Chris Minetti definitely don't need you. He don't want nobody to know about him.
Yeah, I don't want any trouble, Chris. I don't want any trouble, all right?
Appreciate you, Nate. I'll hit you up, buddy.
Love it. Thanks, Yannis.
Later.
Thanks, guys.
Seems like a great guy. I like Nate. Chris Minetti, hit him up. 215-750-3730. Get your check cashed in the Philly, South Jersey area. I only pay Jared in forged checks. Mm-hmm. So because I send him, he has to take the bus to cash the checks at Chris Minetti's Financial Services.
Yeah, I have to pass the Crown Fried Chicken.
If you want to get your check cash and have a gun pulled on you by the owner behind Bulletproof Glass, go see Chris Minetti at Chris Minetti's fucking check cashing store. Capiche? ForTheFree.us. Are they still around, or is this guy just using me as a tax write-off?
Nah, they're good.
For the Free is an organization dedicated to providing artists from Hawaii a place to develop their craft. They host free shows and post free music by local artists. Go to ForTheFree.us, scroll around, get a quote from them. 305 PLP Media Services. Anyone use these guys? Has anyone called them? Has anyone texted them? I know I got the one prank text. Okay, they'll film anything, they'll edit anything, they'll do anything for you, including porn. So they're professional and discreet. So even if you want to I don't know why they say no weddings. They do weddings. They do everything. What's the guy? Whoever owns this company is triggered by weddings. Maybe his parents are divorced. He's like, I'm never doing a wedding. Hit him up at 786-548-CASH, which is really what Chris Minetti's phone number should be.
It really should be.
I don't know what cash has to do with a video service company, but it's 786-548-2274, 305 PLP Media Services. Check them out on Vimeo, vimeo.com/305PLP, or Facebook/305PLP. They will film, edit, do whatever production for you. And, of course, exclusiveautoshipping.com from Jared. He's had this company since 2016. He's probably doing really well because how many companies are there to move your wheels?
Not
A
that
lot of
much.
people moving to Texas, so I know he's killing it. So get your free quote if you're moving anywhere. Did you buy a car out of state? Maybe you're moving. Here's your solution right here. Exclusiveautoshipping.com. They also have student and military discounts available. Jared, no fumes except when inside strange wombs. Zatkowski.
It's been a